Love you, baby boy. So it is time for your first segment every week here on Philly Comedy Club Presents the Russ Gutin Experience. Is your Papa Russ Quaran-BITS of the week, where I tell you how things have been going in the quarantine for me. So we've been on a little break, and I have to tell you that the most important thing that happened to me over the break, besides both of my kids' birthdays, my daughter started kindergarten, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and my 14th, that's, you heard me right, count it, my 14th wedding anniversary. Give it up for me. That's right, I did it. I have a workable wang. The most important thing that happened to me over the break is that I was one of the lucky Americans to get a PS5 pre-order, motherfuckers. Give it up for me, America. I did it. I persevered, and I have you know that I
That's the real testimony to your wang, that you got a PS5 early.
That's right. Workable wang, PS5 early. I'm firing on all cylinders, baby boy. And I want you to know something, Reg. I planned and saved and schemed for this for years. This wasn't just stimulus COVID money we're talking about, okay? All right, I have been squirreling this away. I entered high-level negotiations with my wife a year and a half ago. Like, listen, lady, this event is imminent, okay? For the last 6 months in quarantine, I have been coaching up my dad to be my backup computer and phone and tablet. I canceled all the plans for that day. I canceled homeschooling. Nobody's learning shit on PS5 pre-order day, okay? And I don't know if you read the news, but when pre-orders went live, it was unexpected and absolutely mass panic. But luckily, like a Boy Scout, I was prepared. Okay, Reg? I had every retailer, the big five, all queued up on my computer, okay? And I just ran over to that thing. I called my best friend, like, it's a go! It's a go! And, it was Black Hawk Down. Shit is real. And I'm refreshing shit like a dueling pianos. You know what I mean? I was like Jeffrey Rush in that Asperger piano movie.
Right.
Or whatever he did, okay? I'm refreshing shit. And then somehow, by the luck of whatever, I got through, Reg, and I got a PS5. And then my dad got through, and he got a PS5, and we're going to give it to my son. But I will have you know, America, some of my friends were like, yo, Russ, that's really cool that you got one for your son, too. Bullshit. If my dad had gotten one and I had not gotten one, I was keeping that shit. What are you, fucking nuts? I have to tell you, part of growing up, Reg, is knowing your limits, and my limits is not sharing the most sophisticated piece of video game equipment ever known to mankind with my 9-year-old son, okay? We tried to take turns playing Avengers the other week, and it was fucking tears 5 minutes into that, okay? Nobody has next in this fucking quarantine.
Got you.
Okay? And I was so excited that I got it. Reg, I ran upstairs all disheveled. I was like Doc Brown in Back to the Future, like I scared the shit out of my family. I got one! Marty! We've got it! We gotta go back, Okay, and my son got one. But here's where the story takes a turn, okay? Because my best friend, since I'm 7 years old, who I mentioned, Jesse, okay, he did not get through. He did not get one. So I was only able to enjoy getting these PS5s for like 5.5 seconds, okay?
Longer than that. That's Jesse's problem.
Because he's on the phone like, Russ, you got to help me. And I would want him to do that same thing in the same situation. So I'm back to dueling pianos, Reg. And I'm trying to help him, right? So I've got all the joy of having one or twos of them, but all the stress of not having them, okay?
Right.
And then it goes on for days because servers crash, and we're 2 days into it. I've got all of his credit card information. That's how long we've known each other.
Yeah, the social and everything.
Yeah, and I've got it all, and we can't get it. And I'm like, I can't sleep at night. I'm having stress dreams. I'm waking up in a cold sweat like, refresh, Russell! Refresh!
Hilarious.
Russell, refresh! Like I'm fucking up, Okay, but then we got the news that GameStop was going to have it. We got it like 12 hours in advance. So my best friend Jesse, Reg, he takes off work, okay, the next day, and he goes to the GameStop near us, and he gets online, and he's first online outside in a mask, waiting for 16 hours, okay? And the other geeks that showed up, oh my God, they worshipped him. They couldn't believe he was online. He's like, all right, nerds, who wants to touch me, okay? And, I'm calling him. His phone died. I think he's getting fucking kidnapped or fucking bugged. I don't know what goes on in the post-pandemic society.
You don't know what's happening to him because you have a wife who cares and loves you and you got places to be.
Yeah, no, like, I'm not going outside. No way. I can't believe he did it. And he doesn't have kids. That's a good point. That's why
I've always felt like this. I've always felt like that. I've always felt very strongly about men who line up outside for stuff. Like,
yeah. Generally, they have a limited amount of responsibilities.
Personally, I think it's disrespectful to homeless people because here you are with a whole house.
Right.
Like, you know what? Forget all this heat and electricity. I'm going to stand online like, nah.
Yeah, you motherfuckers. So here's the kicker, Reg, right? He waits 16 hours online. He's first online. They're best friends now, right? They've been through fucking Nerd Nam together, okay? Right. But what Jesse did not reveal to this new group of friends that he's with is that when he pays first, he is going to be paying for this PS5 with 52 GameStop gift cards that he has been collecting over the course of the last few years in many different denominations. All the denominations, okay? Yeah, it's going to take a minimum of 38 minutes to check this motherfucker out, okay? So halfway through, the poor kid behind the counter, he's like, Mr. Palmer, my arms are tired. He's like, keep scanning, Brandon, But, so lo and behold, luckily, my son, my best friend, but most importantly, I got a PS5 pre-order, ladies and gentlemen. That's the point of the story. Because, Reg, I will tell you this. If I did not get one, I would have burned Sony's satellite and mothership to the fucking ground. My theory was, if I can't have one, nobody can have one.
That sounds about right.
Now, Reg, you're going to like this next part. I understand that this show is being broadcasted live on a Friday night. I can't control the news cycle, and I understand that the current president has caught the virus and is in the hospital, but I have prepared material based on what I heard the other night in the debate as a Jew in America, okay? So I still stand by this because I would say that it is the party's platform. And the other night, Reg, I don't know if you noticed, but during the debate, when asked to denounce white supremacy and the Proud Boys, our current president told them to stand back and stand by.
Yeah.
Means get ready. And as a Jew, what I hear is get ready to round up Russell and the Jews. Okay? That's what I hear. Okay.
As black people, what we heard was,
yeah.
As a black person, what I heard was, do you have a pistol?
Yeah. Are you armed to the teeth? It's on, okay? Listen, this is not Call of Duty. This is real life. This is not PS5, okay? And I am not saying that every person that supports the Republican Party or the current president, he who should not be named Voldemort, is a neo-Nazi Proud Boy, white supremacist who wants to round up the Jews and anybody else not like them in case they get reelected. However, Reg, I have prepared a series of requests, questions, warnings, and economic tips for the supporters of the Republican Party who are neo-Nazi, Proud Boy, white supremacists.
I knew he was in trouble. Like 2 weeks before he got COVID, they said that he was talking bad about the Jews, and I was like, "Oh, you don't do that."
Yeah, no, he said we're only in it for ourselves. So when it comes to a PS5, I can't say that
like, he
he's
been talking
rough.
bad about the Jews. I was like, battle rappers don't even talk about Jews. Like,
Yeah, no, listen, yeah. Hey, listen, who was pressing that vinyl back in the day? We laid the bricks of hip-hop. I don't want to bring up Rick Rubin and his NYU degree, but I'll do it, Reg. I'll do it all the doodah day. Okay?
I want to speak for everyone in this digital room when I say you spit on all of us just now.
Oh, yes, thank you. Well, it's from my overbite. It's very big. You can see it from space.
It hit
me. Now
it was
listen.
the Rick Rubin. You hit it on Rick Rubin.
That's right. Listen, that's where I want my beard to get. Now, listen, this is my thing, okay, Reg? This is my first request in case they are planning on rounding up the Jews, okay? Work camps. Are these going to be a thing again? Because I hate work and I hate camps, you understand? Okay? And yeah, and I have a lot of seasonal allergies, okay? I'm allergic to pollen and the outside and animal dander. So I'm just saying, if we're going to have a work camp situation, I would like to request an indoors job, you know, something like that, you know. Now, number two, everyone, if the Jews are rounded up, this is more of a film nerd question because everybody knows from watching this show, I am a film nerd. My genuine film nerd request, if you're rounding up the Jews, Proud Boys, is I would prefer that you round us up before the release of John Wick 4 or after the release of John Wick 5, because you have to understand, these are conjoined movies, okay? And I have a lot of time and merchandising money invested in this character and this story and this continuity. So what I'm saying is either round us up before so I can live with the imagination of what these movies could have been, or just round us up after so I can have some fucking closure of the continuity and the characters. Just don't do it in between. Like, it's like, I know you Proud Boys are dicks, but like, you know, beyond the pale, okay, all right? Jesus, okay. Now, number three, Reg, this is more of a question followed by a little bit of a warning or a heads up, okay? Because I have seen some of the Reddits and the rigmarole of rounding up the Jews and enslaving us to do work again to make up for all the shit that they say we've done with controlling the banks and the media. But my father worked at Radio Shack at the Cherry Hill Mall and was a handyman that worked out of a van. So I am not one of the Jews that controls the media or the banks, okay? So I just want to put that out there, you know, so they can, you know.
Like, not you, your cousin.
Yeah. Like, where's your father's practice? At the Radio Shack at the mall next to the Auntie Anne. So I just want to say,
We'll be
I don't know, and yeah, I'm not Goldman or Sachs, okay? But here's my question, though. Throughout history, they have enslaved the Jews, and my question is, why do people keep enslaving the Jews, Reg? We make horrible slaves, okay? Right? We're complaining all the time. Every one of us is allergic to dairy, okay? And we're talking about America 2020 Jews, okay? We go to brunch. We have a mimosa.
I don't like where this is going. This whole passing the buck off on like we don't make good slaves. I don't know where this is going at all.
Yeah. But listen, we
I think whoever's picked is picked.
Watch shows about flipping properties. Okay,
if they picked you, they picked you.
Yeah, but we're not Sephardic, dark skin, you know, Egyptian Lifton shit Jews, right? We're America 2020 Jews, right? So, and this is my warning, though. But Reg, this is my warning to the Proud Boys. Good luck enslaving one of the millennial Jews, okay? Because these motherfuckers don't work at all. They all wear the beanies, right? And they'll be showing up like the first day like, oh my God, does this work camp have gluten-free options?
That's how every black person showing up the first day of slavery too. I'm not.
Yeah. What's the Wi-Fi password? You know,
None of us showing up
and then the guard
in the
will be
uniform,
like,
ready to pick up a broom.
right, and the guard will be like 9, and the millennial will be like, oh my God, stop yelling at me. I thought this was a safe space. I have a peanut allergy, and he'll be like, no, little Jacob. 9 is the Wi-Fi password. Now here is your work camp participation trophy, Jacob. Run along. Everyone's a winner at work camp. Okay, so that's a little warning. Okay, and the last thing I have, Reg, before we get to your segment, thank you for calling me out during my shit. Thank you. And but the last thing I wanted to say is more of an economic tip, because when I was growing up, Reg, and learning about the Holocaust and shit like that in Hebrew school, all of my association with Jews and camps was generally bad, you know, negative, you know. But when I was growing up in the 80s and the 90s in South Jersey, in Jutopia, in Cherry Hill, where I'm from, all the Jew parents every summer could not wait to fill busloads of their Jew kids and send us off to summer Jew camp, day camp, sleepaway camp, basketball camp. And you heard me, Reg, there is Jew basketball summer camp. There's at least 3 Jews in the NBA.
I've heard that some Jews got a jump shot.
It's true. There's 3 Jews in the NBA right now. I counted. I don't know about the D League or anything like that, but I've only counted the pros. Okay, and they couldn't wait to send us off to camp. Okay, now listen, all I'm saying is to the Proud Boys and stuff, if you are planning on rounding us up for work camp, okay, which I'm not down with, I still have kids, Reg, and I want this country to survive, and I want it to economically thrive. So I just want the Proud Boys and the white supremacists to know that we already have a bunch of Jew camps already set up. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of work shit for us to do there. There's cabins for them to lock us in. There's already like synagogues on site for them to desecrate. So what I'm saying is, have at it, but save a few bucks while you do it. Deficit's not going to solve itself. So that is my list of requests and tips and questions for the white supremacists. So give it up for me, ladies and gentlemen. That is your quarantine of the week. What a long, it's a long slog to the top, but we did it together.